Alright, hello, 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 hello. Welcome on and welcome on in. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be playing Dear Esther. And what I've heard about this game is that it's the granddaddy of walking games and it's very polarizing. Some people really, really like it and others don't. So we'll see how we feel about it because I think it's really, really pretty. But I think there's like people complain there's not a lot to it besides walking, but I'm kind of in a really chill mood right now, so I think I might enjoy just a granddaddy walking game where you're just walking and it's really like just story driven. Like basically we walk and someone tells us a story. That sounds kind of up my alley right now. But yeah, let's get started. Um, let's play. Hold on. So there's director's commentary. I think. No, we're not going to play with director's commentary. Let's just play. Alright. Let's see.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Oh, we can walk. We can walk already. I opened this game up just to see if it would work, and of course, immediately, I had to see if we would drown. So this was the very first thing I did. Because you know, whenever you open up a game, you're like, can you swim? And I immediately got an achievement for drowning.
Come back.
Oh, okay. I think it only gives you the achievement once. But yeah, so this is set off the islands of Scotland, like up in the Highlands. I've been to the Isle of Skye, up in like very very far north in Scotland, and it was so beautiful. It was like one of those places that doesn't seem real. It's like imagine just I don't know like something from kind of an otherworldly fairy tale, and it was that like I couldn't even comprehend like the colors I was seeing and how beautiful. Speaking of great beauty, we're in the most dangerous room of the house. Oh God. So yeah, so we're up in the Scottish Isles, and it's kind of an abandoned island, and we're gonna find out a story, I guess. Um, let's see. I don't think this game is scary. There might be scary, maybe like spooky parts. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I did look up where the game was set. Okay. Can we read any of these letters? Can we like... Oh, okay, we can move towards it. Is that like a deck of playing cards? It is. Like an ancient deck of playing cards. What's this? Like old sheet music? We've got maps. Oh, it's an old photograph. Is that Esther? Anything in the sink? think we can't really click on anything, can we? We can just zoom in and look at stuff. More sheet music. An old radiator. Actually, the radiator looks like the pretty new, like it just got installed. The most dangerous room of the house. Alright, so little house. And I think we investigated pretty thoroughly. We might be missing something. But, yeah, let's continue on. So we've got like a lot of paint splatters. I wonder if this is like a mystery story. One complaint about the game that I read was that it's pretentious. But, you know, I think that's kind of funny when things are a little bit pretentious. Let's see, mysteries. Okay, well it's just the paint room with the boiler. Hot water heater. Alright, I think it's just the paint room, you know, the room where you keep your paint. Ooh, we get two options. Do we want to go up the hill or down the coast? Let's go down the coast. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Prisma. Thank you. Thanks, Prisma. I really appreciate that. It means a great deal. Let's see. So we'll go along the coast. Yeah, you know what? This is just the type of game I needed today. Where kind of not much happens. You just go on a nature walk, you know what I mean? Since we can't be in Scotland ourselves. Well, maybe some people are right now, and so maybe some viewers who are watching this are in Scotland. Who knows? What is this? But yeah, like northern Scotland was like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my whole life. It was like the colors were colors I've never seen before. They were so beautiful. I think, can we go a little faster? Is there a way to go faster? We've got some little fishing things. Do we have any crab traps, right? You know, so the achievement that I got in the very beginning, it was called something. It was I think it was I looked it up, and it was a spirit of like the ocean or something.
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
We never know when the little voiceover is coming. So there was a path upward, so maybe at some point we can go up onto the hill too. But we'll continue on the beach for a little while. It is very pretty. That's so pretty. I'm glad we chose this game for today.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Oh. Is that a hole? It wouldn't let me go farther down the beach. Are we about to jump into a hole? No? It's a dead end. I thought that was a grave for a second. I was like, oh, very ominous hole. We can't, I don't think we can do anything. Hold on, is there a, can we see the controls really quick? Is there a, oh, no. There's not really, there's no directions on, because we can't even sprint, I don't think, in this game. I tried the control button and we couldn't sprint. See? They weren't kidding, it is the granddaddy of walking games. I said it's a walking game, not a sprinting game. No, watch towards the end of the game I actually learned how to sprint. Now what is this? So we've got something drawn on the beach. Was that there before and we didn't notice, or did that appear after we came? Alright, is that like, we'll remember that symbol. It's like an arrow, and is that like a cliff face and then the arrow's going this way? There's nothing that way, right? We didn't miss anything. I don't think we missed anything. Unless there's like a secret control that I didn't understand how to do. Should we go back real quick? Here, let's really examine stuff. Because I'm sure we're missing stuff. There might be little details. Because I totally missed that symbol on the ground the first time. Maybe when we were walking up, it wasn't there. I feel like we would have noticed it. Do you agree? We'll have to review the tapes, roll the tapes back later. We'll have to see. But I feel like that's something we would have noticed. Let's see. We can't go into the hole. Okay. Alright. I keep pressing shift as if it's gonna help us sprint or control. Spacebar? No. Yeah, I think we just have to face that it's a slow-paced game and kind of go along for the ride. There are like tracks. Huh. There were those two wheels like at the end of that the tunnel thing. Little flowers. What kind of flowers do we have? Ocean flowers. I love you can see like the mist blowing in, and it's like you can almost like taste the salty air. It's like salty mist blowing in from the ocean. Oh, lighthouse. There's a lighthouse over there. Nice. Got, what, a radio tower over here?
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
Can we fall off? I'm so tempted, but we made so much progress getting up here. I don't want to die and have to get up on the hill. The game's like,
when
don't
someone had
tempt me.
died or was dying,
Ooh.
or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath.
Oh, there.
You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Oh, we've got like a Stonehenge going on down there. So the chalk lines he was describing, is this stone? Or is it a tree? I'm curious to see what's over here. Is he gonna describe this? The Stonehenge thing down there? Maybe once we're walking down there, he'll talk about it.
I quote directly, a motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
I wonder if I feel like maybe we missed going up to the very top of the hill. I feel like we're gonna walk around. Did we miss going up to the top? I want to go up to the very top of the hill. Do you think there's a way? Sorry, the way my keyboard is positioned, there's not a lot of... Here, we'll put this here. Hold up. Hold on. Okay. Alright. I'll put... So I read chat on my phone, so here we go. We'll put phone over there. Okay, and then that'll give me more room. Let's see. Do you think, could we have gone up to the very top of the hill? I feel like I missed going up to the top of the hill. Although maybe there's a way to get to the top of the hill from the other side. Like the way that we were going. There are the chalk markings. He said what, it's to show that there was some kind of like plague there or something. Alright. Wait, maybe there wasn't a way. Why did I think there was a way to get up here? too steep? Game says no. I don't know why I thought there was a way to get up there. And this is the granddaddy of walking games, so it's gonna take us 10 years to get up to the other side where we were. It's like trash and stuff, like paper. Alright. Okay. I think once we commit to a path, let's just commit, because I think I keep trying to go back, but it's fine. I'm sure it kind of will circle around and if it doesn't, it's fine too, right? So I wanted to see what was on the top of the hill. What's this? Just a mossy rock? Yeah. I think we get to see a couple of ghosts in this game, I think. Maybe.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton.
Okay.
We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Walk in the creek. Will it let us? Yeah, it will. We'll continue down that way, I guess, in a bit. Look, we've got the lighthouse over here, and then like a boat. So we already know we can drown, so I guess that we shouldn't go too deep. Can we walk on the rocks? No? I think it won't want us to go in here. That'll drown us. Will it? Ah! Okay. I got you. I don't know. I'm afraid it'll start us over from the beginning. Should we go into the creepy cave? Yeah, let's go into the creepy cave. Sounds good.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
Oh. Got some little cave drawings. It was the same kind of drawing that was in the hut, the abandoned hut. Oh. It circled around? Did it? Was there another way to go? It wasn't like a through way? It just circled around, huh? What is that over there? Is that a little way to go or no? No. Good morning, kitty. Hi. We have a very special lawn cat coming to visit us. Hi, lawn cat. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, you ate already. Lawn cat says, I haven't eaten in 10 years. I have no idea what you mean. I wonder if we get to go over to the lighthouse. I don't think there was a way. Might have been.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
We are amongst Stonehenge type of thing. Interesting. I think maybe if we pay attention we can see strange things going on the island. Like in the distance, like there's like shadows and stuff, like shadows walking. But I haven't seen anything yet, but I might have just not been as observant. Oh, hello. Whee! Loading. Ooh, okay. Chapter, the lighthouse.
Dear
Oh.
Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
I feel like there was stuff we missed. We never ended up even walking to the lighthouse. I didn't know that... I don't know. Maybe that's why people might play this game multiple times, because there's like different paths to take. Like, see, it like... you have to decide which path you want to take. So last time in the very beginning of the game, you had to choose if you wanted to walk along the beach or if you wanted to go up the hill. We chose to walk along the beach, right? And then we never ended up going back up the hill. I this is a chill game. We might play it again at some point and go up the hill. What's this? Final notice. Equitas. Warrant of execution. What? What is this? What's inside? Weird. Oh, shit. Can we go inside the old ship? Curiouser and curiouser somehow. You can't jump. You get to walk through here. I like that it gets quiet in here. And the sound production is really cool. Yeah, see what I mean? There were two paths that we could have gone. Maybe if we play this game again, we can go to the other path. Because I don't think they circle around. Oh, what does it say? What does the boat say? I can't
There must
read
be a
that.
hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Oh, what's this? We've got more strange symbols. There's many boats here. Look, that one's kaputs too. Oh, I guess we will circle back around.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital.
Oh no.
After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Huh. We got to choose up or down. We have to remember what paths we take so that if we play this game again, we can take the opposite paths. Oh look, a little house. Oh, look. I think that that's the house from like the art, like the poster art.
I've
for
begun
the
my
game.
ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there. bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Oh, God. Jump scare. It's a bird. Let's check out that shed. What's this? More markings. Are these more stables? These are different stables than the stables below. This. Oh, more markings. Down the hill we go. I am so curious what happens if we jump off, but I'm afraid it'll like restart us at the beginning or something. Running out of path.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes. They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose.
Yikes.
All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
It's good that the sheep were okay. They didn't have any natural predators on this island. Okay, into the creepy cave we go. We haven't seen much wildlife, have we?
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, wintered tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Oof, broken femur. Is this just a dead end? I wanted to check over here first, because then we would have wondered if we had gone into the cave without checking out what was over here. I didn't see anything. Into the cave we will go. Oh. Huh. Interesting. There's a candle. Who lit a candle for us? That's wild. Can we interact with that? Ooh, mystical. Whee! Nice. Jakobsen, finished chapter 3. Oh, where did we end up?
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
Ooh, mystical. Stalagmites and stalactites. Mystical, magical. You know what? I think maybe we'll continue this tomorrow. I started not feeling very well right now. I'm not sure what's going on. I just got like a headache. That's weird. Yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. Yeah, something just overcame me right now. That's weird. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll continue on tomorrow. Honestly, it's pretty